Guys, Instagram actually called me and they gave me all the tea about how Reels work on their algorithm. Let me give you guys some tips. Now, let me tell you how this actually happened. I got a pop-up on my Instagram and it said, hey, we want to help you with your Reel strategy. And I was like, is this real? But I ended up clicking on it, putting in my information, and it advised that someone from Meta would be reaching out. Not exactly specific on the day or the time, but just be ready for a call. Thankfully, I was ready for the call, and I spoke to a Meta representative, and they gave me all the tea exactly how Reels work on their algorithm, and I think it's gonna be super helpful for you guys. What's up, guys? My name is MJ, also known as Mallory Hay Johnson, but that's way too long for the internet. I have been a content creator for about 10 years now, and I'm all about helping you monetize your influence, your brand, your business using social media because it's free 99. So the first thing that Instagram told me is the thing that everybody and their mama says and preaches, and that's about being consistent. I know it's something that we don't want to hear, but it's just absolutely true. The algorithm, according to Instagram, is favoring consistency, and they're watching what you're doing and what you're placing onto their platform. And so it's a good idea to create some sort of cadence, some sort of program, some sort of schedule that your followers and the algorithm can expect in terms of uploading content. Because if you ghost and post, or if you take extended breaks, that's gonna kind of break the flow of the algorithm and wanting to suggest your content to others. In terms of consistency, the secret sauce is 5 Reels a week. I know that seems like a lot, but it is the thing to help you really train the algorithm on what to expect from you and get the most reach and visibility from the platform. The representative also told me 3 times a week could also be very helpful, but 5 times a week is really going to be that magic number to help things push through and get you to maximize your efforts. The next tip was to use trends, but also be original. Trends are always good to do because you can, hop on that wave of virality, however you want to say it. On the flip side though, the algorithm loves original content, and it really allows you to set yourself apart from everyone who's doing the same thing. So definitely, hop on a trend if it's going to leverage your niche, your brand, whatever you're trying to promote on social media, but also try to be original and try different things on the platform. And you may notice that this may stick and may also become a trend on its own. You just never know. Another key thing to do is to edit within the app. You don't want to repurpose content all the time from other platforms. I say that, with like an asterisk mark because we all do it. And if you're smart, you can extract things out of TikTok without the watermark, but definitely don't post with the watermark. Like, I know some people still do really well posting with the watermark, but as much as possible, don't use any watermarks from any other platforms. The key here though is that you want to edit within the Instagram app natively and use those tools, because that also shows that you're a super user and you're showing the algorithm that you have a vested interest in using its app. But again, avoid watermarks like the plague. Another key thing is audio. You definitely want to use trending audio or trending sounds when you get the opportunity, and you want to use their library as much as possible, with the exception of original content. So even if you are creating original content with a voiceover and you have some ambient sounds in the background, that's also super great. The other thing is you want to use text even when you are using audio to highlight those key points within your video that really may help for users who are watching the reel without audio. I'm typically watching a lot of videos on Instagram, funny enough, without audio. So having captions, having moments that are called out for me to recognize like this is like a hallmark moment helps tremendously. Definitely use captions even if you are using audio. All right, hashtags. Some people think hashtags are dead, but according to the Instagram or Meta rep, hashtags are not dead. You just want to use them appropriately. Want to make sure that they are relevant to the content that you're posting and to the individuals that you want to reach. In addition to that, the key here is that you want to use anywhere from 7 to 10 max. That came straight from Instagram, guys. So 7 to 10 max. You don't need to overload with a ton of hashtags. The other thing is you don't have to put it in your caption. You don't have to put it in the comments. You can put it wherever you want. It doesn't matter. Definitely though, use hashtags to extend your reach and to tell the algorithm who this is going to be relevant for. Niche is not important, however, consistency is going to be more important than niche. I mean, niche obviously is going to, again, train the algorithm in terms of who you are and what you represent and what type of content to be expected, but consistency is far more important in terms of riding the wave and leveraging the algorithm as much as possible. So post what you want, guys. Post what's going to work. Post what you're excited about it, and post what will work in terms of getting your audience to buy, to connect, to follow, and what makes sense for you and what's fun for you. A lot of the conversation centered around training the algorithm. Again, talking about that consistency piece, you want to train the algorithm what you're about and what you represent. It's almost quantity over quality. I know, but honestly, you want to train the algorithm by being consistent and showing up as much as possible. In terms of your content creation, and so that you can knock out that quantity over quality, keep it simple. Lo-fi content as opposed to high quality content is totally fine. And it actually could build a better connection with your audience because it just shows it's real and raw and not intimidating. Post it. Post that ring camera video. Post that all over the place shaky video. You never know how it might convert and connect to your audience. It doesn't have to be polished. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to be connecting and what your audience wants and something that you enjoy creating. And behind the scenes is also a favorite. So put that camera up, put that phone up, and just let it record. You never know, it could be a viral video. The other thing is, in terms of your content creation, is you want to start quick with these reels. You want to draw people in right from the beginning within the first second as much as possible. I mean, you definitely want to use your storytelling here and, have the art of what's going to happen next and have people connect to it. You want to be punchy, you want to be quick. You want to knock this out the park right away for people to stay and get that watch time as high as possible. The key here is less is more. And the last thing that the Meta or Instagram rep shared with me is that you want to show yourself as much as possible. You want to be original. You want to highlight who you are and what makes you different as a content creator. And honestly, Reels is just a great way to play with that. I personally have had a lot of success when I just had a lot of fun with Reels and just tested things out. I've had quite a few Reels go viral when I had no intentions of even having virality happen. And that's without using any trending sounds and no trending audio and no trending, things that you do in video. It's actually quite funny. I can attest to the fact that if you just show up and try and have fun and even make mistakes, it may just hit and you can increase your followers, increase the sales and the things that you're looking to do on these platforms. Let me know which tip that you're going to be working on. Me personally, I am working on just continuing to be consistent and showing up. I would love to know what you're working on in the comments, and I'll see you next time.